Duvant video.
Welcome back. This is episode 4, Guardian Legend. At a glance, this game looks like your basic side-scroller space shooter. It's not quite just that. This is the first boss, and it's fairly simple. The nodes shoot bullets at you. You're able to defend yourself by destroying the bullets. As you're destroying the bullets, you're destroying the nodes. The more nodes you destroy, the less bullets get shot at you. Now this is where the game changes, and this is what makes the game awesome. You have your boss stages, which you just saw, plus you have an open world exploration stage, aka Zelda. I'm going to go ahead and give you a basic walkthrough of the first area of the game. I realized I picked up that item faster than you can see. It's basically an item that increases your firing rate. These are chips. They double up as currency in your special weapon usage. There is a quirky little thing about this room. When you enter, the chips are here. If you were to enter, leave the room and come back, all the chips turn into blocks. The chips reset whenever you beat a boss area. So if you need more chips, you beat a boss area and then you come back to this room and the chips will be back. Basically, we're working our way in a full circle. You're going to go north, west, south, and east. You'll be able to pick up every special weapon in this area. This is a mini-boss room. When you defeat these bosses, you'll be rewarded with items and special weapons. On average, most areas will have 2 of these rooms that you want to look out for. It's not always the case, but for the most part, that's the general rule. And from the area that I approach this item, you can't even see what it is. It's basically a blue Lolo character that will increase your health by 1 point. And this is another boss room, and you'll see exactly why this is one of my favorite weapons to use. This item here is the red Lolo. It's the most important item in the game. It increases your chips. When you actually get more chips, your firing patterns get bigger. No, not quite that good, but pretty good. This is a corridor. A lot of them will have tricks into opening them up. For the most part, if you look around, the game will give you the answers on how to open them all. When your score hits certain intervals, you'll get level ups. As far as I know, the only thing that increases is your life total. Alright, jumping ahead to the first boss fight. Every boss has a tactic or strategy, just like Mega Man. The problem is everyone's playstyle is different, so what works for me might not work for you. I tend to use that laser weapon a lot, just to kind of stay in enemies' faces and defeat most of them in that same manner. whenever you defeat a boss, you get an item. Okay, jumping ahead to the menu. As you unlock new areas, the game will open up and tell you where to go next, so you'll never really ever be lost. Special weapons have 3 different power-ups. They can be blue, they can be green, and they can be red. Jumping ahead, this is what the endgame menu should look like. Every weapon should be red, your attack should be at 4, and your shield should be at 7. Well, with the exception of the EE weapon, it only has 1 level, and it's just a usable item. For some reason, there are also more than 7 shield pickups in the game. If I remember correctly, there are around 10. I don't know if they actually give you more defense, I just know the game stops charting them after 7. This is the blue Lolo. This is the one that increases your life bar. This is also the first of the 3 what I like to call trick shops. You can only buy 1 out of the 3 items from this shop. The blue Lolo increases your max life. The middle is just a common healing item that heals your life bar to full. The third item is a power-up. As far as your special weapons, as long as you defeat all the mini-bosses, standard bosses, and find the single item shops, you will have all level 3 items without having to pick a special weapon in these what I like to call choice shops. Jumping to some of the later stages, I wanted to show you the usefulness of the EE weapon. There are enemy types that can only be destroyed by the EE weapon, and as you can see, a lot of activity happens on the screen all at once. It's very hard to manage, and as you progress through the game, you'll have to rely on this weapon more and more. The EE weapon can also destroy projectiles as well. This game can be difficult to complete in one go, which is why they included a password system. Take a good look, kids. This is how we used to continue games before memory cards. I think that about covers everything. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.